Okay, let me just make sure it's running. Just so we can get our recap in there. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3.
Ooh,
He
so
tells you
interesting.
dropping some dice.
Yeah, it was me. It let me do it, but the
So-
funny thing is, that was actually a wisdom roll.
It's not
So
showing.
I'm going to run away and hide the moment we see somebody with shadow on them.
Yeah.
Hold on, it looks like we... Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
2, a 2, and a 2.
Testing
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
2, a 2, and
Yeah, we're good. We're streaming. Cool. Go for it. So which of you guys want to do the recap? Edorath, you seem to be the recap king. We still got the GM? You still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay,
Yep, can you guys hear me?
Well, as I recall, we did the fellowship, so we each rested, healed, learnt from our experience, did a few bits and pieces. Then we got some rumors, and one of them was about being able to find, was it a forge out east in the Iron Mountains?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's correct.
The other thing was apparently one of the dwarves that spends quite a bit of time in Lake Town was south doing some adventure, and we now have a someone to patron. That's it. That's the one I'm looking for. A patron. Who did we get as a patron? I don't remember that bit.
Sorry,
Bard. We got Bard as a patron because he was
Yeah,
in
Bard is
Dale. Because we were in Dale, he was in Dale. So Bard
He
was
was
a
the
patron
starting patron, I think.
Yeah, he was a patron from one of the core the supplement books from 1E, which we've converted for 2E. So yeah, definitely. So we kind of had two things, right? The one was the forge,
Alan
and the
as
other
well,
one,
no?
the other one was there was a letter, wasn't there? And we had to open that letter when we left Dale. And in that letter was going to say something. Is that what? King Bard gave James and Christy a
Open
letter.
it until we're outside.
Yeah. So we had to go see. There was something we had to go do for him in return. Was to go and see this dwarf. I think it was Barlin. We had to go see this dwarf for to go help him out. He possibly needed a hand or something, and we could probably get a hand from him. And at the same time, there was that forge. It was kind of in the same direction. And we've got this other chap that's following us around, which we've requested aid, and he's going to kind of assist us, aid us on behalf of King Bard.
Was it actually Bard that was made the patron? Was that right?
Yeah, correct.
Andalib?
Sorry, say again?
Bard was our patron?
I think that was something we retconned. I think Bard was our starting patron because you guys had come from Dale. He was the.
Well, we were heading to Dale.
You were heading to.
Oh, we're not
Dale?
in Dale right now. Isn't that we were about it?
No, you're in Dale right now. Sorry, because you were in Lake Town.
Oh, we're in Lake Town, and that
we-
wouldn't be Bard then. But anyways,
We arrived at the Dragon Inn, and it was ransacked. That's where we started, but we were moving to Lake Town?
and we were the last session we were talking to Bard, and he was in the city, and we had, James and Christy had a conversation with him. But if that was not Bard, the plot thickens.
No, I think it was Bard.
So maybe he was just in Lake Town momentarily. Because he's set up in Dale. Bard is set up in Dale. Anybody who wanted to follow Bard went off to Dale with him, and the rest that didn't want to follow Bard stayed in Lake Town. But it looks like Bard was in Lake Town for the moment.
Yes. I've lost my notes.
That's not good.
No.
I also got a rumor that there was treasure to be found in the old dwarf mines.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Where I think that was in the Iron Hills as well, wasn't it? There was because you had two things that were.
Yeah, the forge is in the Iron Hills. Barlin is in the Iron Hills, and so is the
I
treasure.
actually thought the Iron Hills is east of us, but I think wasn't the dwarf to the south of us? Or somewhere between
Well, we're going
Dale...
west, aren't we? Or
thought he was
Iron
south.
Hills is east. You're right. Iron Hills is east. Not bad.
Yeah, the Iron Hills is east of us, but I thought he was south of us, in between Lake Town and Dale.
Who was it? Barlin or?
Balin, yeah, I think it was Balin.
Okay, I don't remember where he was. I was kind of
He
hoping
was-
he was
he
in the
was-
same place.
He was doing something else, but he was on his own mission that no one seemed to know about what exactly he was doing. But I got the impression that was a different direction.
Yeah,
So we sort
Balin
of-
was.
And I thought we were heading to go see him.
Okay, I thought we were going to go to the old dwarf mines looking for something.
The forge,
Forge.
and the treasure.
And there were rumors as well. There was rumors of treasure there as
Yeah.
well.
But
Yep.
so yeah, the Law Master must just tell us if Barlin is in the same direction or not.
So the question I've got, by the way, did the cloak get done?
Oh yeah. Yes, it did. What were the instructions that you would have given to her?
Well,
Pick off the maggots first.
hey, watch it, you.
Yeah, for sure.
Basically, it is a good quality warg hide, but I wanted it to still retain the warg look of it, so that people would realize that, you know, I defeated a warg.
Hmm.
It was a single shot kill that was really, really nice, and I then did a decent roll to remove the skin,
Yeah.
but then had to hold on to it while we adventured for a couple of days, and then finally got the rest. So, and then
Cool.
I forgot about the damned cloak, so that's why I wrote it in the notes and
Yeah.
sort of said, yeah, can I get that turned into a cloak? So it's there to keep me warm, but it's also there to show that I'm against the dark creatures.
Yeah. Tell me, was Warg Slayer the title that was given to you?
It's the
before or
title I gave to myself after I killed the warg.
Ah, cool.
Originally,
yeah,
I
nice,
think it was
nice.
Eridath Swift Step,
Mhm.
because one of my traits was swift. However, after I killed the warg, I thought, what the hell, warg killer. So I took that on
Yeah,
after
okay.
that first combat.
Mhm. Yep. Cool. All right. That's cool. Yep. That sounds fine. So you're wearing. Okay. So that's fashioned by Kelda. She's put it together. It can take the form that you want. So like, are you gonna have like a hood with the snout of the beast, as a hood, or?
I was thinking it might be lined, maybe in something sort of I can't afford expensive, so it'd have to be possibly a cheap, hopefully blue cloth lining the inside.
Yeah.
I was thinking the
polyester.
head over a shoulder.
Polyester.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. A head over the shoulder. Oh, cool. Yeah. Head over the shoulder. Yeah. I got you. That's cool.
And maybe part of the limb sitting over the top of the head or something, but you look at, you know,
Yeah, you can have like a clasp or something on your. I don't know if you wear bracers, like maybe like leather bracers. Which...
I do have leather armor.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so perhaps you could clasp one of the limbs. Perhaps the cloak could run down one of your arms and clasp onto one of your bracers.
Probably the right side, because I tend to think I'm left-handed, so I tend to make my characters left-handed.
Oh, cool.
Unless that's bad in the game. But I would have it sitting over the right shoulder, leaving the sword arm free.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Right.
It's a nice detail about Eridath. that
Is
he's
anyone else
left-handed.
left-handed? I'm left-handed.
Oh, no,
I think left-handed, though. Some of the things I do are right-handed, like I use the mouse right-handed. But that's because I cracked my left elbow many years ago and started using the mouse right-handed and never went back. Well, it also made it easier for other people to use my own computer, because I'd reverse the mouse buttons,
Yeah.
and they'd go to use the mouse buttons with their right hand and go, why doesn't this work?
So do you reverse your mouse buttons there, Lawmaster?
I do reverse it, use the mouse right hand, and then thought, You know, because so few people are left-handed, and I know so many right-handed people, bugger it. I'll just stick to doing this
But do
right-handed.
most left-handed people reverse the buttons?
No,
Some do,
I
yes.
don't.
I know
You think
a number of people that do use it with the left hand and reverse the button so that the pointing finger, or the main finger, is
Index,
working
yeah.
the mouse like we do with the right hand.
Yeah, all right.
So, and you use your middle finger for the in that particular case, the left mouse button.
Okay, well now we know Eridath uses can use a right-hand mouse or a left-hand mouse. That's good.
Guys, who has the letter? I've misplaced my
James
notes.
and Christy don't have the physical letter, but they are holding it. I don't know what's written on there. I can't remember if we.
We didn't open it. We weren't allowed to open it till we left town.
Oh,
Yeah.
bum. That's a problem.
Why?
Right. Well, no. It's I just can't remember what I put in it.
Ah!
Um,
Kind of roll with it and make that.
you have to roll with it.
Maybe it's got moon letters.
It's got what letters?
Moon letters.
Moon letters.
Moon letters. What's that?
It'll only reveal
The map.
at
The
moon.
Hobbit,
Moonlight.
the map that they held
Thorin's
up to the
map.
light.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, that would be cool.
So they'll buy you some time
Not
to figure
just
out what it actually
the-
says. So maybe we open it up and it's blank.
Okay.
Held his map up to the moon 365 days and got nothing.
That's a great idea. Okay, so we have 3 quests at the moment. Is that right? One is to
Mm-hmm.
seek the dwarven mines to the east. Is that right?
For the
Yep.
forge and for the treasure. So that's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the forge and for the treasure.
Mhm.
Then there's a
What is
second.
the forge called?
I think it's just the Forge of the Iron Hills or Forge of the Dwarven Mines. And the second one was to seek Balin. Seek for Balin
Mm-hmm.
on your
Okay.
travels. And I think he mentioned to you to look out for ravens. It says look out for ravens, if I remember correctly. So first of all, is there anything else you want to do in Dale before you embark on one of these quests?
No, I'm good. Oh, James and Christy are good. From our side, at least.
I think I'm good.
Actually, James and Christy would like to go grab a useful item. Maybe some flint.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll grab some flint. So it's just good to have some useful item. They seem to like to burn things, so they'll grab that.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
at any stage, if I can find myself one of those handy dandy cloaks of invisibility, I think that would be great.
A cloak of invisibility. Oh yeah, sure. Be fine.
But yeah,
What
well,
that
yeah.
clothing shop just down the road?
I mean, you can pretend it's like an invisibility cloak, but
placebo.
placebo, yeah.
The Emperor's new cloak.
That's right. Yeah, the Emperor's new cloak.
Well, fit in today with today's society just perfectly fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everyone's lost their minds.
Look out for raves. Oh wow, we're going partying.
Oh, that's the wrong word.
Ah, James and
We're
Christy.
going for it.
It's right up the alley.
Ravens. There we go. One letter changes it so much.
You
Okay.
also left out the bit about the letter.
I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to go back to the old audio journals and listen to what. Remind myself. Because
You didn't put anything. You didn't say anything to us about what it said to do.
Yeah, you didn't.
I know I didn't, did I? Oh,
No,
well.
you clearly had an idea about it, but
Yeah.
I'd hoped you'd have written that down. But it sounds to me like you might have misplaced it.
I've actually
If you
misplaced-
want to hold that off, go for it.
No, I've actually lost a couple of my books.
But it's-
anyway, that's by the way.
You've lost books.
Yeah, I like.
How do you
actually
lose
tidied
books?
my room and some of the One Ring things I've misplaced.
Oh, misplaced. Yeah, like lost.
guy
Yeah,
I-
haven't- they're in here somewhere. I think they've just been.
I know a guy at work and his daughter, when she was 2 or 3, took one of his expensive watches and hid it.
Oh,
Now, when I
God.
say expensives, it was a Omega, I think it might have been.
Ouch.
And yeah, the watch disappeared. They moved house, and he thought it'll show up when we move.
Oh, no.
He's not found it. Years later, he's still not found it. And she's probably forgotten about it, but I suspect it's sitting inside some toy or doll.
Well, hopefully at some point it'll be a nice surprise. But yeah, thankfully this piece of paper is not as
That valuable, yeah. Mind you, it has the missing
still
plot.
annoying.
But it's fine. It gives us a great excuse to kind of elaborate. Maybe the
Yes.
meaning that we get from
You're going
this
to
will be
have to
even-
discover what. yeah. We'll roll with it. I like this moon idea. Okay. So, all right. What are you guys doing? You guys are in Dale. You've had a fellowship phase. It is now spring, the end of Yule. You had a Yule fellowship phase. Isn't that right?
Yeah. What
Yeah, it
what
was
does Yule
Yule.
celebrate? Just by the way, out of interest. What are they
Yule-
actually?
I think it's
Just the season.
the season of
It's
like
the
winter
biggest
season.
break because it's the coldest weather.
Yep.
It's the winter season.
Mm.
So it's sort of like Christmas up north, because Christmas down here doesn't work.
Yeah, it's very much that kind of like spirit.
Cool. Spring break. No. Not spring.
It's what, sorry?
I made a joke. I said it's like spring break.
Like spring break. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I'm joking.
Yeah, going to that rave and getting
Possibly.
drunk.
Yeah, that's right. The rave. Yeah,
The new
maybe she was a
D&D,
rave, not
drunk and
raven.
disorderly.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, useful items. I need some glow sticks.
Glow sticks.
Oh no, don't remind me.
That
Back
light
in
up
the day, we used to make the stupid things.
What?
You know, you used to buy the glow sticks at
Yeah.
festivals, and you wrap them around your neck and whatever. What we used to do is grab a whole bunch of safety lights, stick them through a piece of wood with holes, and slot a piece of wood behind it. Snap each and every one of them, shake them, get a pair of shears, cut the tops off them, pour them into a container that filtered out the glass that was inside the plastic,
Okay.
and then they'd pump the glow liquid through the tubes, trying to get it without bubbles, and then they'd freeze it, and then defrost it just in time for the festival.
What?
And I kid you not, I don't think that was legal. That was like 1988.
Definitely not legal. Oh my goodness.
But they used to make a fortune out of them because you used to buy those glow sticks in bulk. They also the same group that bought those stupid horns back in the early 80s, late 80s. Sorry.
Vuvuzela.
Yeah, they weren't called that at the time. They were just those noisy trumpets, and they were so noisy that it drowned out the people speaking at New Year's Eve. So the next
Ideal.
year they banned them.
They turned up in the cricket.
Oh yeah, they turned up in the cricket and sports.
It
But
comes.
they-
Originally, I think there was the World Cup in South Africa, and the vuvuzela is a very big.
They
I
showed
think
up later.
Xhosa or Zulu item, like sound-making device. And after the World Cup in South Africa, Cape Town, or I think it was just South Africa. It's just started showing up in all other sports, and
Yep.
it was problematic.
I love it.
What was it?
With
It was a
instruments.
50-cent item that they sold for about $2.50 back in 1988, and they had 10,000 of them. They could had more, but they couldn't get them through the crowds. So, but they made a hell of a lot of money.
Oh, 1988. Well, then that means my story is got a massive time difference.
That's when the trumpets first came out in Melbourne.
Oh, right.
But I remember the Vuvuzela or whatever they called came
Vuvuzela.
out later.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, they were selling in Melbourne and Sydney, and they got banned right quick.
I think
Yeah,
I did.
Those things are really loud. Like you can
And if you got
you can
thousands
clear
of
a
people
room with one of those.
playing
Tell you
them,
what, I would like to get a vuvuzela for my hobbits. Can I get
have-
one?
I
Can
have-
how many useful items can I carry? Can I have a vuvuzela and my flint?
one for each level of your wealth.
That's so funny. You're
Oh, no,
giving
yeah.
Vuvuzela.
Yeah, I want a
I'm-
vuvuzela.
frugal and got 1 item. I think you've got 2 items.
Okay, I'm gonna have.
Yeah,
But,
give them,
by
give
the
them
way-
a Vuvuzela for sure. I mean, I don't know, but like you'd have to call it something. You can't call it a Vuvuzela, but yeah, call it like the horn,
yeah,
like you know,
the
like
horn.
the horn of Gondor,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Boromir's
So
horn.
my wealth, where is that again?
You're level 30, aren't you?
Treasure, I got 32.
Yeah, 32. That's you're at the next level up. So you have 2 special items,
Oh,
and
very
one
good.
each of them tend to tie to a common skill. Like for
Okay.
instance, I had the heat stone that helps me know where the sun is when it's cloudy or dark.
So maybe my horn can be for battle, so then I can get maybe an additional
like a
D6
Boromir
when I
horn?
roll. Yeah.
Yes, that's actually what it does. But you have to have a reason to be able to use it.
What's the horn called in
Oh.
Helm's Deep? There's like this really big like horn that Gimli blows. Does anybody remember?
I do remember, but I don't remember what the name of it was.
Hold on, but where's this? We had a half-starved pony. What happened to that pony? We had a half-starved pony at one point.
Oh.
What happened to it? I just checked my notes. We had a pony.
At what point?
Yeah. Can we just say it's
Oh, no.
still with us?
Well,
Yes,
I don't
it's
even
not
remember.
sweet.
Where did we come across a pony?
James and Christine must have nicked it somewhere along the line.
You may have started with it.
Yeah, we started with it, I think.
Okay, so they still
Did
got
we?
it then. And then I've got Flintstone and I've got a...
Because you
Uh,
took a raft.
Warhorn.
You took a raft across the river from
Yep.
to the Red Dragon Inn, no?
No pony can fit on there. So
Do,
the cro-
do we,
yeah, go for it.
sorry.
Go for it.
Do we assume we get supplies and rations?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's like mechanically just built into the
Yes, it
system,
is.
like where
Yes.
we don't have to.
Yeah.
But if
I'd have
you're
to
going
worry
to be
about
doing hunting and foraging and stuff like that, you might want to grab a useful item because then you can that makes that roll better.
Yeah.
I forget. I don't. What does it do that roll? Does it add a d6 or what? Does it make
It's
that roll? It makes
rewards.
that roll
Something
favored.
rewards.
I think it makes it
Yeah,
roll
I think
favored.
so.
Yeah.
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll just double
Warhorn,
check.
is that one word? I think so.
Yeah, I actually find this easier to look up the quick start rules.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
doing
rewards
that starter set
It gives
really
me one
helped
D,
me
I
big
think.
time.
Sorry, yeah. It says if a player hero is making a roll outside of combat using a skill associated with a useful item, you gain 1D.
Oh, you
It's
gain
not,
1d.
not
Okay,
favored, but it's just like one additional D6.
cool. Take it.
Yeah. Oh, also, Oliver, I really enjoyed your videos.
Oh, thanks, man.
Did you upload it? Yeah, I've actually watched all of them. They're really good.
Is that the sort of rules overview?
Yeah, the rules overview, like you did a review of a few different RPGs. I
Oh,
think
cool,
it was
man.
not Blasted,
Thanks,
what was
bro.
it called? Not Blasted Lands.
Fragged Empire?
Fragged Empire, yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Blade.
starter set. Yeah, it's some really cool
I'm
stuff.
waiting for the second edition of that to come out. And I
Fragged
played the
Empire.
first edition.
Fragged, yeah. But
Yeah,
talk about
I've got
Russians,
second
yeah.
edition already. He's given it to me. Wade Dyer.
How did you get it? I'm still waiting for the PDF.
I asked him.
I know Wade, not personally, but he remembers me. We chat. He came to Arkan or Conquest
Yeah,
years
he's-
ago and ran
got a few
Fragged
tables
Empire,
of
and I got
Conquest.
hooked at it. The other
Yeah.
one that's very good is the Fragged Eternum. That is a really cool world.
Oh, cool.
And he simplified the combat system a little bit from Fragged Empire. But I'm waiting on PDFs for Fragged Empire 2 and a couple of the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So let's crack on, guys. All right. So, have you guys chosen any? I can give you guys some hints if you're stuck for ideas.
No,
me
well,
just
it's
go
up to you
into
guys.
the-
I'm good with Flintstone and a Warhorn battle, so I'm happy with that. If you
It's
guys-
under useful items. Is it useful items or rewards?
useful items.
It's useful items, yeah. So
Well,
like
at the Warhorn, yeah, that would be a useful item, I reckon.
that is a useful item for sure. Yeah, I mean that's like thematically and.
Cool.
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
I don't know about you guys. You guys want to grab anything? I'm good.
There's like a bomb.
I already have
display,
my
liquor,
item.
coil of rope, grappling hook, dark cloak to stay hidden. Oh, you could.
You're
That's
setting for
not an
both.
invisibility cloak, but it looks good.
Oh, a dark cloak. Huh.
Yeah, to stay hidden.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it helps your stealth rolls. Detailed set of maps, exotic musical instrument, expensive
cloak.
clothes or jewelry.
James and Christie's wants to palm off this war horn to one of you guys so they can grab a dark cloak. Does anyone want a war horn?
Oh yeah, flint and steel is also here as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they'll
there's flint
definitely
and
use flint and steel. But does anyone want a war horn?
No.
It's like a
literally
vuvuzela.
they literally just drop it on the floor and grab the cloak. They don't even. They just literally just drop it like it's got
the
zero value to
trolliest
them now.
part.
Going to do that, can I pick up the damned war horn, or does it go back on the shelf?
Yeah.
Uh,
Which shelf? Are we in a store?
Well, where did he get that horn from?
I don't know. I thought he like fashioned it himself.
no,
Really,
it's
like
because
whittled
we're
it
in the
away.
town. We're in the town. We're grabbing useful items.
How do you make a didgeridoo?
Well, we're in the town, so we're getting things from people. So you don't have to
Yeah.
buy and sell, and there's none of that really happening. So, in
Okay.
the fellowship phase, we're in the city of Dale. Are we
There's like
actually?
a stall.
We are in
Is this
Dale, by the way.
stalls
We're not
and
in
things
Lake
like-
Town.
you're in
FYI,
Dale.
we are in Dale. I just checked the
Yeah.
map now. So at one point
Yeah,
we thought we
you're
were
in
in Lake Town, but we are in Dale, which means King Bard
Yeah.
makes 100% sense.
Let
Yep.
me
The
open
horn
up
of Helm Hammerhand.
Wilderness.
I
Is
like
there
that.
anything?
Yes,
Is there
yes, yes.
anything in the
Obviously.
list? Is there anything in the list for either a bow helping like accuracy?
So did you say a bow? Something to
Yeah.
help accuracy?
Yeah.
It seems from the wording of the text in the guide that it's non-combat related.
Yeah, so it's your common
Aye.
skills. Something you
Yeah,
can boost your
common
common
skills.
skills. So like the Warhorn can boost your
Yeah.
entering battle, I guess, maybe.
I,
Yeah, the
I'll
battle
give you
was-
I'll give you a few ideas. So we got down. So there's
I
a
don't know.
balm soothe pain, bottle of liquor to infuse strength. That might work. Coil of rope and grappling hook. Dark cloak to stay hidden. Set of maps. Musical instrument. Clothes or jewelry. Fine pipe. Flint and steel. A skinning knife. Sunstone to navigate in bad weather. Or windproof lantern.
Adjusted the sunstone to make my travel stone.
What's that, sorry?
I took a travel stone that I hold in my hand in if it's dark or it's cloudy and I can't see the sun, and I move my hand, and when the stone warms, I know that the sun is that direction,
Oh, cool.
which
That's
helps
great.
for travel. Now
I
you
remember
like that.
that.
I haven't had the chance to use it, but that's what my.
So that can help you with your travel rolls and stuff.
Yes,
reckon.
it is specifically for travel, but I only get one item, and unfortunately, so you only get one item as well, Andrew.
I've
big-
decided. Can I get an instrument which I can sing along with?
Yeah.
The,
Is it a
you can use
vuvuzela?
it with the song.
Was it
Yep.
Yeah, what kind of instrument do you want to get?
Hey, there's a war horn on the ground.
No, I think war horns are a bad idea. It just yells out to everybody where you are.
Yeah. Maybe a good thing. It worked for Boromir. Look where he
did it?
ended up.
Did it?
No,
Well,
Wait a
about
minute.
3 arrows in the chest.
Yeah. He ended up in a boat rolling down the Anduin.
And found by his father,
Yeah.
as luck
After the
would
falls
have it.
of Rauroth. I think.
Oh, hang on, that's right. You did make Bard one of the patrons, but you've got notes on him being a patron because he's actually not listed as the base book
Yeah, it's from a supplement.
patrons.
It's from one of the supplements.
AJ, I'll get a hurdy-gurdy.
Ooh, what is a hurdy-gurdy?
Medieval guitar.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Like a lute or something, is it? Or a mandolin?
No, like a guitar.
Like it's like a guitar. I'm gonna look it
Yeah.
up. That sounds cool.
Flute,
Yeah.
mandolins, and guitars were all separate items.
Hurdy-gurdy.
They were subtly separate items.
Oh, there we
And
go.
if you said to the owner of one that guitar looked like a lute,
Oh,
you'd probably break it over your
cool.
head.
Yes.
That's it's like a guitar with a wheel on it.
Oh,
there's-
one of those.
There's a whole lot of them
Hmm.
made in the medieval period.
Oh, that is cool. So the wheel functions like a violin bow. Oh, okay,
Look
that's
like-
pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
That's quite expensive. I don't know how much that would cost.
In this case,
what's
if
your-
it's his special item, he gets it automatically.
Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, let's roll with that.
Yep. I'll write it down in the
Yeah.
character sheet.
Now there's special rules with these items that mechanically they can't be broken or lost or stolen, which I find quite interesting.
Considering the halflings just thrown away the horn.
Yep.
Well, it hasn't been named, so like once it's named, then you can't throw it away or break it or lose it. It just like sticks to you like herpes.
Typical of the halflings.
I was
want
just thinking,
this.
I was like,
No, I
what's
want
something
this.
like really
Oh,
annoying that you
hang
can't
on
get rid
this.
of? Cold sores. Really
There's your
unfortunate.
useful items. One ration of herpes, please.
One right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, to be used defensively.
I think herpes would exist in Middle-earth for some reason.
What's that?
I don't think herpes would exist in Middle-earth.
Oh, maybe
It
the orcs.
does.
Maybe the orcs.
If it does the orcs, yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe the Yorks. Maybe they like it.
Yeah,
Maybe
the
they like
pestilence.
it.
They like it, yeah. It's part of their style.
That is hilarious. Maybe they like it. That's crazy.
Yeah, they like it. Are you gonna name it, Andrew? Are you gonna name your hurdy-gurdy? It could just be like a title rather than like a name. Like, I don't know, like the Horn of Gondor or like the hurdy-gurdy of the birdie.
The Song of the Forest.
Oh, Song of the Forest. That's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sounds better in Elven.
Elven,
Yep.
yeah, Sindarin. You can translate it. I'm sure there's a English to Elvish translator somewhere. The Song of the Forest. That's pretty cool. All right, so shopping is complete.
Actually, what two items did the halfling get?
Dark cloak and flintstone.
Yeah.
So I'm
Crimson
guessing it
Steel.
boosts the cloak boosts your stealth.
Yep.
Yeah.
And flintstone is craft for fire making.
Oh crap. Yeah, could be hunting. Oh yeah, okay. I don't know why I've got that hunting here for some reason.
Well, they do have an item for hunting.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it depends how it's used. You could use it.
A knife of
Small.
for skinning rabbits, a little box of salt to cook. Hunting.
Yeah. That's also on the list. That's also for hunting.
Useful items. An any tool.
Hmm.
Perform one or more specific tasks is a useful item. Things
So
like
James and
hammer
Christy haven't decided. They're still squabbling about what they should name the cloak. And also they kind of realized it's just one, but it's big enough to fit them both. It's made for a man in Dale, so
Yeah.
they could use it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm thinking that scene in at the Black Gate, where Sam and Frodo they slide down the hill and the Haradrim. Is it the Haradrim? I think it was the Haradrim. Were walking into the Black Gate, and they see like the little poof of dust. And then they walk up, and he's like, "It's such a cool scene." I think that's like it, because it looks like a rock. It actually looks like a
totally.
rock. Yeah, I love that scene. Oh, guys, I forgot to tell you. Of course, Oliver, you're always welcome to come down if you fancy a trip to Melbourne. There's a local cinema running all three Lord of the Rings in a row in 4K, the remastered version.
Oh, wow.
It's like a full day commitment on a Sunday, so I don't know if that suits everyone, but
Do you know the cinema version,
it's the cinema version. Yeah,
which is shorter?
it's shorter. Yeah, well, I mean, it's still like, 10 and a half hours. Of,
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh
cinema.
no, it's pretty serious
That's
stuff.
long enough.
I actually didn't buy the original release of The Lord of the Rings. I waited until what happened. A friend of mine went and bought it. There was a note inside saying, "In 6 months' time, we'll be releasing the extended version," and he was
Yeah.
pissed.
Oh,
So
that's
I
so
waited.
annoying.
I
Yeah.
waited and got the extended versions of all of the 6.
Yeah, it
the
adds a lot.
Hobbit
It adds a
and
lot.
all of the Lord of the Rings. And my boys sat down and watched it, and they sat there quietly transfixed.
Oh, that's nice.
But a few years back, I created the concept of Saturday night was movie night. And I started showing the movies that they hadn't seen and they were hooked. So every Saturday night, if we weren't going out to visit family or something, what movie are we watching tonight, Dad?
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a really nice family idea. That's lovely.
And we did it again. Well, Aiden decided not to watch, but I bought Spider-Man No Way Home, and Declan decided that he couldn't play on his computer. He had to sit there and watch it with us.
Well, can we make that Edorath maybe does that for our party? That we have some kind of entertainment every Saturday evening on our journey. There's we have this.
If you'll recall, I did
story time,
storytelling, and songs to try and lift our spirits to give us a bonus point of the fellowship. So our fellowship rating is 5.
Yeah.
By the way, people.
Because of our story time.
Yes, because of that. Because I did that action, we get 1 bonus fellowship level.
Oh,
Gotta
cool.
love that Saturday story time.
Love that story time. Which part? You're a Ranger of the North, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Ranger of the North. What the background is of the Rangers of the North? To just look that up again.
Well, it's just,
super familiar with their lore.
they were protecting areas to the south from the creatures to the north.
Okay. Bardings. Oh, they're all in alphabetical order, so they'll be last. Men of Bree, Rangers of the North. They're secret people, diminished in number with the passing of 1,000 years. Oh yeah, they're Kingdom of they're the
Well, Aragorn is
they're
a
from
ranger.
the Kingdom of Arnor, yeah.
They live longer than the average
But
human.
he was
Average
what
bear.
does Bilbo say to Frodo about Strider? He says, "Oh, I've never known him as Strider before." Aragorn, they call him, or Númenórean,
Númenórean.
Man of the West.
Yeah, Númenórean.
Isn't that what he says, Man of the West?
Yeah, the
pretty sure
Númenóreans,
he-
I think, came from the west.
Yeah, referred to Man of the and he's like surprised that Frodo doesn't know enough Elvish.
But cool, so has everyone got an item? I think we're good to go. We're heading off west.
I take it at this point the horn doesn't exist.
Just leave it up to James and Christy. Can James and Christy try to pull a fast one on the game itself, on the game mechanic? They're gonna try to nick that horn that they said they didn't want, and then they're gonna palm it off to Edorath for probably his next rations.
Next rations. That's so funny.
Yeah, no, I need to eat too, you know.
Can I do a roll to see if I can abuse the game? Would that be
To
alright?
see what?
I want to try to abuse the game's limitations.
Oh,
and
yeah,
do a
for
roll.
sure.
I'm trying to steal from the game essentially.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Feel away.
You know there'll be repercussions, don't you?
I'm doing it for
Depends
you.
Depends how he rolls.
I'm doing it for you. Oh, yeah, it's always a negative effect, right? I'll still do it. So what would that be? Would that be stealth? Because I'm trying to nick it. Yeah, I'll do stealth.
Yeah, that's a stealth roll.
Okay. And I'm gonna spend a point of hope. I'm gonna go in.
You want this to pass?
Yeah, I do.
Come
so,
on, the eye.
So point of hope gives me 1.
The eye of Sauron.
And stealth is favored, so and aha! And I'm going to add a bonus d6 because I'm using my dark cloak.
Correct.
Boom. Let's see. How about those dice? Success 22. And did I get any sixes? No, none. Okay, so I managed to just James and Christy are subtly, as they're walking out the door, they kind of just flicking it with their feet, with their hobbit feet, just sliding it out the door. It's been dropped on the floor, but now they just kind of their hands are free, but they're just sliding it out the door.
What did you roll? I didn't see the roll come up.
I got a success. I rolled a 6. In total, I rolled 16.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, sweet. Are you rolling manually?
No, I rolled in the
It's
window.
on the screen. You still pause the game though, but it is still on the screen there on the right.
You probably can't see it, so you have to probably log off and be like on.
Oh, yeah, I might have to do that. I don't see it at all. I think we've had this issue before, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, my target number is 15, so I hit 16. So they're going to use their feet to flick it up at Edorath and say, here you go.
No. Edorath is going to open up his backpack later and find the blasted horn in there.
Might crash. One sec.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, because Aerith
on.
probably won't accept stolen stuff, so they'll probably have to sneak it into your
Oh,
bag.
there we
right?
go. Yeah, I can see it now. All right. Are you guys logged in still?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm logged
yeah.
in, and the paused game is gone. So when you disconnected from the
Yeah.
system, it automatically froze it.
Yeah, yeah, something was going on weird my end. That's okay. Cool. Okay, so you rolled
60.
153, 151. Cool. That was a good roll.
Gotta love that dark cloak, the very cloak I got from the merchant I used to rob him.
So funny.
But oh no, probably that's a dark deed, so there's shadow involved in
yeah,
that.
for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Tell me,
what's happened?
hang on. What did you? Oh, I have to look that up. So just narrate what happened again. Sorry.
Well, they were in Dale acquiring their useful items, and they took a horn, but then sort of dropped it to get the cloak. But they don't just drop things; they're very well aware of what they're doing, and they dropped it just on the top of James dropped it on. Christy actually dropped it on the top of James's foot, and then as they walked out, they kind of flicked it from foot to foot, and they passed it to each other like two little pickpockets, and they took it out of this merchant's sort of store, and yeah, they stole it. They stole that horn, so they've acquired the cloak legitimately, and they acquired the flint legitimately, but the horn,
Bonus.
yeah. So what they,
you.
yeah, they
So
nicked it.
theft actually generates 3 shadow points.
Wow.
That's a big one. Wow, we. So I mean, you're welcome to wreck on that if you like.
No,
but,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
no,
It's fine.
cool. Okay, cool. So they are now carrying 3 shadow points. That's actually a bit more. That's a bit more strict than I was expecting.
That's all good. It's all good. So now that they will, knowing that Edorath wouldn't just take it from them, I think that they would slip it into his bag.
Edorath now an accomplice to a crime.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Danglib. Oh yeah,
You're
that's
welcome.
just a joy.
Yeah.
How many shadow points does he get? 6?
Hey,
I'm
I'm not the fence. I'm the victim here,
yeah,
alongside the
that's
poor
So you
merchant.
say. So you say. Yep.
really funny. No, actually, Edorath is not a recipient of a shadow point unless he knowingly.
No,
knowing that it was
no,
stolen.
no.
No,
He
no,
said
no.
he said he kicked it to me, and I went, no, that won't work.
Oh,
I
okay.
won't accept it. I made the suggestion that if they put it into my backpack later and then I can't return it, then yeah, I'm stuck with it. But no. I'm not willingly taking that horn.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Noted.
What might have to happen is that when I make 30 gold, 30 silver, I might have to make that my item to pay for it. Mind you, I need 28 silver in the meantime to get there.
How many shadow points are you on?
3.
James and Christy? Just 3, right?
We all got 1 point, and we all got that cleared during the
Yule.
Yule.
That's right, because of the
scabbard.
Yeah. Who's
So-
carrying the scabbard?
James and Christy are.
Okay.
So how would what's the mechanical? I know if you spend all your hope, then you are.
I thought
Then
the
I
horn
think-
was for battle.
Yeah, if you spend all your hope, then you are. Is it ill-favored? Then you become ill-favored, and you roll 2 d12s, and you use the lesser of the 2 if all your hope is spent.
But you haven't used all your hope.
No.
yet.
I'm just saying. I know that's how that works with depleting your hope. What happens with your shadow? Like, do you compare your shadow with another score? Because I know in 1E you compared your shadow with your hope, I think, or your shadow and your endurance.
If it exceeds that, that's when I think you start to get permanent shadow.
So
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The starter set doesn't cover shadow.
Don't you have a shadow test?
There is shadow tests. You do
Yep.
them off your wisdom or your virtue.
Okay.
But yeah, okay, we can figure that out later.
Hang on.
I'm just looking that up now. I'm not sure. So what's the question again? Sorry, how?
What does Shadow do? Like in
what does Shadow
because
do?
they
I'm still looking
didn't
up
cover
the-
Shadow 2E's version of Shadow in the starter set. But there's really no need for us to do that now. If we just want to get out of Dale,
Yeah,
we can
that's
bootleg it.
cool.
They kind of want to leave because they just stole something.
Recovering hope.
So unlike Bulba Baggins, who was sort of still kind of wrestling with theft, these two seem to be quite comfortable with it.
It doesn't really say. It just says like if you run out of hope, if you're 0, you're spiritually drained. It's impossible for you to find the energy required to push themselves beyond their limits. I don't know what that means.
That's then you whenever you roll, you roll 2d12s and you use the lesser of the two.
Yeah,
Ill-favoured, yeah.
Ill-favoured.
It mechanically.
Yeah, ill-favored
Um,
is when you spent all your hope, but I don't know where the shadow points. I know you get you can get become miserable.
Yeah, you can become miserable.
136, hang on.
I think miserable is when your endurance goes below your load. Then you become.
Yeah,
Is it miserable?
yeah, I think so.
And then
I
your
was just gonna
1s, 2s, and 3s equal 0.
Yeah, that's weary. That's
Weary.
if they become-
Now
yeah.
miserable's with shadow, but it doesn't cover it in 1e. I mean, sorry, the starter set. It's all good, bro. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, it
West.
doesn't cover the set. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Heroes
alright.
whose shadow score reach their maximum hope rating are so overburdened by their fears that they become ill-favored on all rolls. That's the shadow, page 136
Okay,
and
cool.
37.
So if my hope and my shadow meet their scores.
Mhm.
So if my hope
Yeah.
goes below, okay, so then all my rolls are ill-favored. But if my hope hits 0, then also I become ill-favored. All right.
Oh, there is only one way to recover from such a depths of desperation. The player hero must experience a bout of madness. The bout of madness is a violent outburst, a dangerous crisis that frees the player hero from the burden of the shadow, but he may have serious long-term consequences. See Madness, page 139. Well, that's the next page. Oh, goody. So... Oh, I love some of the writing here. Adventurers who are struggling under the burden of the shadow may tap into their innermost reserves of spiritual energy to harden their determination. Before it's too late. For some, this effort takes the form of a demonstration of desperate strength. Others enjoy a moment of clarity in their darkest moment when all seems lost and suddenly all doubts are cast away. In game terms, the players who accumulated shadow does not yet match their maximum hope may choose to remove all their current shadow, replacing it with a single shadow scar.
Yeah.
A shadow scar is a permanent shadow point that can be removed only during the Yule Fellowship phase by choosing the Heal Scar's undertaking, but is otherwise considered a normal shadow point for all purposes.
Oh wow, you can heal it. That's good to know.
So you have a way to deal with it, but
Cool.
enjoy the journey.
Oh, that's cool. It's kind of encouraged James and Christy. You know, they kind of feel like they've.
I don't think you two need encouragement.
Yeah,
in the
I
least.
think they feel like they've made the right move.
Cool. Well, now the other thing. Oh, sorry.
So we're cutting out. Is everyone still there?
I'm here. Yep.
Low Master, you still there? Uh-oh.
Oh. I can hear you, Oliver.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Good.
Okay, so we've lost the Law Master. And J.R.R, you still there? Okay, I'll have to just drop something in Discord there.
Michael, you're there, aren't you?
Sorry, son is going to bed, and he wasn't feeling
Okay.
well today. He went to work and came home early.
Yep.
So I'm here. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yep,
hear
we
you.
can
We
hear
lost
you.
the Law Master.
Oh, we lost the Lawmaster. Whoops.
Yeah,
Here
he's
he
back.
is.
He's back.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dave,
now we
did,
can
you,
hear you.
did you trade internet with Andrew?
My no. Huh.
Andrew's connection frequently drops out, or he logs into the game twice. So he has
Oh.
2 Zoom entries.
Or
and
my
sometimes his cat steps on the blasted modem and resets the modem.
Yep.
I'm thinking the cat should be turned into a
Dim Sim.
no, not a dim sim. You turn it into a
Tim's.
taxidermy.
I've never heard someone suggest turning a cat into dim sum.
My
It's hilarious.
Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Yeah,
hello,
yeah,
hello?
yeah. We can hear you.
You're
Yeah,
back.
no, my internet just completely dropped, and I have no idea why.
Oh, look, trust me, it does that.
And it's so weird. It never does that for some reason. Anyway, they've been doing some upgrades or something recently. Maybe it's something to do with that.
Well, clearly those
Um,
upgrades have worked.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not sure.
Mr. Jim,
Yep.
am I correct in thinking that Balin was doing something south or between Dale and Esgaroth?
Yeah, he was. Again, I'll have to check my notes. Let me just run through the book real quick. Yeah, he was on.
A mission.
Yeah, he was on a mission. He had to go to Lake Town. I think that's what he told you.
So hang on, Lake Town is where Smaug died, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Lake Town was north of Esgaroth?
Yeah. No. Lake Town is Esgaroth.
Oh.
Dale is north. So if I'm on the map here, I'll just.
Why does it? What is it? Where does or is Esgaroth what was rebuilt out of Lake Town? I can't remember.
I think Esgaroth is Lake Town. I think they're used interchangeably.
Right. Okay. I'm
It's in
happy
the
with
right
that
place.
answer.
Yep. In the right place for it.
All right. Well, in that case, do we want to move downriver to Esgaroth?
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And James and Christy have rolled up the letter, put it in the backpack, and forgotten about it.
Have we?
I think so,
Good.
because at the moment,
Oh, they would. forget.
Antelib doesn't remember what was in it.
No, they've
knows.
looked at it and it's
It's a
blank.
plot twist.
It's blank. But
nice.
James and
It's a
Christy,
mystery.
they are treasure hunters, so they know that there's something to it, and they know that Bard wouldn't give them something useless. So maybe there's some kind of marking that suggests. Can I do a roll quick just to see if they can determine? Maybe there's a marking on them that suggests that there's rune letters. So
Yeah,
that would
you can
be
do.
scan is for a focused roll. So
Yeah.
I'll do a scan and
Edorath actually sees them trying to use lemon juice on the piece of paper. I will stop them.
All right, I need to hit 15. I'm gonna spend hope.
Well, that's oh no, sorry. Lemon juice was to write it. You need heat. Right, don't put the heat too near the paper.
Okay. Did it roll? Yeah. Did you guys see the roll?
No.
No, I can see your 22 for your stealth, but nothing since. The game did bring up a red.
Oh, hang on. Maybe
Disconnect
Yeah, I
from
can't
server.
roll.
shall I? I'll let me. I'm gonna close it down and open it back up again.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm thinking
everyone.
I
I'll
might
send-
drop out and reconnect.
I'll send a new link.
Okay.
Okay, I'll send a new link. Yeah, there's a new link up. Did you guys get that?
Yep.
Yep. It's suddenly a little slower.
Maybe it's just loading up again.
Yep. It's loading up.
Except it logged me in as Jarek.
Isn't that what you wanted?
That's who you are, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as it does. But I'd rather it logged in as
Yeah, they're right.
Edorath.
Oh, okay. I can change all your names if you like.
Hang on, I think it came up with Edorath. What I'll do is I'll bring up the character sheet. And oh no,
you can,
just
you
log
can
me out.
edit it.
Oh no! Hang on. How annoying! I can't. Sorry. I'll send a new link.
I'm
Please
in.
log
It's
into the
working.
new
I'm
link.
in.
It's working.
Okay.
I'm in.
Oh, it's the same
Yeah,
one. It's the
okay.
same link. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
I don't know why I did that. Ugh,
Yeah,
how
I'll
annoying.
try that roll again.
Yeah, try the roll again, please.
You can edit your name. I think it's on your character sheet.
Let me see. Did it take hope from me? No, it hasn't deducted. That's cool. It hasn't deducted the hope yet. Roll 15. Let's go.
Ooh.
Yay! Gandalf.
Did you get a Gandalf?
I did.
Yeah,
Oh, you
he got a
did?
Gandalf.
Oh yeah, so you did. Nice.
So
That's the
Well
only
done,
reason
Michael.
he succeeded.
Success. Yeah.
I'll do a wisdom roll.
Now, hang on. What was before you do that? What was the roll for? You were checking to see what you could read on the
No.
letter.
yeah, to see if there's anything indicating moon letters, and they
Okay,
have.
so yeah, there's
there.
like a kind of like an opalescent sheen or like glint to it. But do you want to narrate how you guys discovered that?
Yeah, they're quite big fans of Bilbo. They've gotten themselves into this mess, and they're probably divulging that to Balagon and Edorath as they're looking at this and realizing it's blank. And I'm not going to control Balagon and Edorath, but there's a good chance that they probably, not all impressed by this blank piece of paper that was given to them. But James and Christy was like, just hold on, and they kind of maybe.
Oh, Edorak would think that if this was given us from King Bard, there is something to this that is just beyond us right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think he'd give us a blank sheet of paper just to mess with us. That doesn't strike me as the King Bard kind of thing to do.
Well, like they recall the tales of Bilbo with Thorin and these moon letters, and they recognize a symbol on the corner of the paper, which dwarves use when they mark a piece of paper with rune letters. So they like sort of tap it with their finger and say, "Don't worry," and they fold it up. James hands it to Christy, and she tucks it away in one of her pockets.
Oh.
She seems to be the more responsible one with keeping things.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's always the way. Cool. Okay, so Christy's holding the letter. Who's holding the horn? The scabbard.
He is. They are.
Yeah,
No, which one?
between them, they basically function as one. So it probably
Okay.
is. It's probably you'll see the scabbard around his waist one moment, and the next moment it'll be on Christie's waist, and he'll be holding the letter. So
It was wrapped in material and being stored away until it could be
exactly,
used.
yeah, that's right.
I don't think it would be on anybody's waist. You'd risk dropping it
Correct.
too easily.
They've got it tucked away.
Can I try and make a roll for something just to see if mine is
Yeah.
working?
You wanted to roll wisdom, right?
Oh, I was looking at just touching on wisdom. Okay, roll.
Bam.
Oh,
Oh, great success.
and I got a 6 on it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just check my
But it rolled as Jarek
Yeah.
So instead of Edorath,
instead
Oh
of
yeah.
Edorath.
Why? I'll have to change
Oh,
your name.
yours
after
was
we're done.
favourable there,
yes.
Andrew. That's
Yep.
cheating.
Is it?
is it? You get
Wait,
two
no.
D12s. You get to choose the best one. So the game automatically just chooses the highest roll for you.
What's that? What's that for? For song?
Favourable,
What are you
Yeah.
doing, Balagon?
Singing a song.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a nice song. What's the song about?
Probably Elvish Forest or something like that.
Yeah, cool.
Ice Glade or something.
You playing it on your new hurdy-gurdy?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Well, you would have gotten an extra D6 for that.
And it's favored as well, right? You've
Yeah,
got,
well, you didn't add the extra D6. I don't believe.
No,
No,
you could
no.
extra. No, song is favored for you. Yeah,
Okay.
you could have added a third one, I think.
Put it.
You've got
I'll
a
do it again with a bonus dice.
yeah.
It's still favoured.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's favoured.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good though. 9, 2, 2, 4. Yeah, your first one was better, but that's fine.
Yep.
This only allows you to add one bonus dice. Is that right?
Looks like it.
Well, initially it allows one, but there might be a situation where you could add hope or add in a favoured companion, things like
And
that.
is that mastery dice? Is that what that means? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Okay. Anyway. All right, guys. So what are we doing? Where
Heading
are we
south
going?
down the river.
And where are you heading towards?
Lion
Eskarot.
Hills.
No,
Cool.
no, no, no. We're heading towards Eskarot to find Balin first.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. That sounds like a plan. So let's get let's go to journeys. Activate. Did that show up for you guys?
It's
still
loading
loading.
journey.
92%.
92%.
There you go.
All right. So who's doing what? Are we keeping the same roles?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Cool. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this journey. Oh, I kind of wish there was like a way of we could draw like as a party on a on the the journey sheets. They've got the special journey sheets now.
Okay. I haven't
We
looked at them
can't,
yet.
but I'll have to find a way of importing that. Who's this? That's Sailwind. I'm gonna take him. I might delete that. He's gone. He got lost in Dale.
Is he going to become
All
one of the
right.
missus?
So the guide first rolls travel. Now we have to set the Oh, let's draw actually quickly the. Did that come up
I
again
get
for
it.
you guys? I'll activate this one. Let's zoom into the map a little bit. And how are you going to get there? Are you going to walk along the banks? Are you going to take
I thought there was boats
There
going up
are.
and down the river.
Yeah, there are. They're like little ferries.
So let's close in on that. I'd like to ride a boat rather than
Okay.
walk it. Though it's my understanding it's not a particularly long walk.
No, I don't think so. Let me just check the distance here. It's like that's equivalent of 2 feet in the map. So it's around. Okay, so it's like 20 miles. Yeah, it's 20 miles. So it's definitely going to be an easier by ferry.
All right, I'm happy
I
with
mean,
the ferry.
you're welcome to walk though along.
No, ferry, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
So if I click on travel and I have it's favored. Come on, let's see what happens.
Oh, what's that?
Oh!
Ordinary shrunk trash.
Did you just see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna bring you back to the journeys, man.
Extraordinary
So-
success. Hold on.
Yeah, but I got 3 6s on the D6s.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't see that.
extraordinary success.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Okay, how we gotta do this? The first event occurs 3 hexes away.
It's 1 for each
Right.
6. So we just made 6 hexes.
Okay,
Well, the
you
first event.
probably got a free trip on the ferry.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
We hired on as guards.
Or something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you could be. Yeah, do you want to narrate that?
Well, basically, they're walking up to the docks, and somebody snatches a pouch and runs, and Edorath just holds his arm out and lightly coat hangers the poor would-be thief, and comes up with the pouch in his hand and returns it to the
Ferryman?
boatman who's heading downriver, and it says, here's your pouch back. By the way, I'm looking for travel south, and the boatman says, hop on.
Oh, that's cool.
So the guards can take care of the poor would-be thief who's probably feeling a little sore and sorry for themselves, and probably not a halfling. And we get on the boat and head south. Boat,
Cool.
barge.
Okay, well, someone make a So it's beautiful weather. It's a beautiful sunny day, clear skies, no wind. It's really as pleasant as it could be.
Are we in Borderlands or Wildlands? We're not in Darklands.
No, you're not in Darklands. I think you're still in Borderlands at the moment.
So somebody makes a D10, a D12 roll favored.
Yeah.
I've made my
It's a
travel roll.
I think it's a D6 first. It's a success die.
Oh, it does say
For events.
Well, hang on. Why does what's that down the bottom though? The
First
chart.
of all, you have to. This is for events during the journey.
Yep.
You first have to determine the target and the event. So you determine the target by rolling a success die. And if it's 1 to 2, then it's either the guide and the scout. If it's 3 to 4, let's say if it's 1 to 2, it's the scout. If it's 3 to 4, it's the lookout. If it's 5 to 6, we'll say it's the guide.
So who's
So maybe
Roll the success roll to see who's affected. Then you roll the die roll, which is favored, because we're in Borderlands.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Yeah.
So who's rolling the D6?
The guide. Yeah.
No, go for it, guide.
Anyone can do it.
Fine, go for it, guide.
Anyone, it's all good. It's all good. Whoever rolls first.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
How do you roll a straight D6?
Yeah. I'm looking at so.
Oh, that is annoying, isn't it? I'm not sure. How do you roll a straight D6?
Hang on. I can roll or, and
I can
Just
roll
go.
a. Okay, here we go.
So
okay,
bingo.
a 5. I got a 5.
Okay, so that's the guide. We'll make a die roll. A favored.
Well, it's unfortunately it's the hunter.
Well,
and we
then
don't-
the guide fills in that role.
Right. Fine. So it's me.
Yep.
So now I'm rolling a favored D12 roll.
Yeah.
What are my favored ones? I'll just go with the travel again. We can ignore the 3D6.
Yeah.
It's favored and go.
3d6 is pretty good. You're just showing off now. What did you roll? That was a
6 and 6.
Oh, a 6.
So unfortunately, it's a mishap.
Okay. All right. So no.
Actually, the funny thing is, does the D6s kick in here, or does that just give bonus to the number of hexes before we hit it?
Pardon me?
You know how the marching test, the guide rolls travel. If
Yeah.
successful, the first event occurs 3 hexes away plus 1 for each 6.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes 6 hexes to make the encounter, but there didn't seem to be anything other than that affecting the actual die roll.
I don't understand. What do you mean, sorry?
I've just determined the target and the event. So the target was me.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled for the event. Now on the die roll, I got a 6 and a 6, but there didn't seem to be anything else affecting it.
No, nothing else affects it.
Okay. So in this case, yes.
So it's a mishap.
Well, hang on. It then says consequences. If the roll fails, add 1 day to the length of the journey, and the target gains 1 additional fatigue.
Mm-hmm.
But what roll? Because I succeeded.
You succeeded on the marching.
The original marching test.
Oh,
Yes.
gotcha. So if it fails.
Hang on a minute, guys. I'll be
Okay,
back
so
in a sec.
you are. Oh yes. I'm sorry. You're actually correct here. So the first event would have occurred 3. So each hex in 2E is 10 miles. Is that right? And in 1E it's 20 miles. Is that correct?
No, true.
I'm gonna have to check this out. Each hex is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be 1 hex. Oh, either way, it wouldn't make a difference. So there's actually no event. Sorry, that's my bad. Yeah, in this case there would be no event because that would have been less than 3 hexes away. So there's no event on this journey just yet from the table anyway. Does that make sense?
Yep, makes sense.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You probably have to file it for original travel.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just narrate what happens briefly.
Eric,
Several. Sorry.
Mike's not here. Mike's not here.
Who's not here?
Mike. Eric.
Oh,
Sorry,
Mike. Hello?
sorry, that was my sister calling in, arranging mother's birthday next weekend.
Oh, cool. All good.
So I said,
no
sorry,
worries.
hang on a minute, I'll be back.
Oh,
All right,
sure.
so what actually happened?
Okay. The event, the mishap didn't happen. What you do see is a passing boat. It looks like this is maybe halfway through your journey.
Yep.
It's like a large skiff. It moves in the opposite direction to the company, to the party. If you hail the boatman, you receive no answer, and it quickly disappears. And then
Asking
maybe,
the captain, is that normal?
and he looks kind of bemused. He doesn't really understand why they haven't said anything. He says, sometimes it's better just to mind your own business. And he kind of shakes his head, doesn't really understand what's happened, but he just gets back to pushing the ferry. But around half a mile north from where you saw the passing boat, you see a raven perched on a tree at the side of the road, and it does grab your attention a little bit. It's almost croaking and it's flapping its wings.
Ask the boatman to pull over where the raven is.
Yeah. So he says, "Well, why?"
An omen. I need to make sure that everything's all right.
Okay. He's a superstitious guy, so
I didn't say ill omen.
no.
Specifically left it out, but I said an
Yeah.
omen, which could be
Yeah.
good or bad. I'm suspecting
Yeah.
bad.
So as you approach the so he pulls the ferry to the bank.
Yep.
And the raven is kind of just hopping around. What are you going to do?
Crack, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Or looking for something, or something shiny on the ground.
No,
Something
it's
like-
not. So did you approach it? Did you say?
Yes.
Okay, so it takes flight only to land a few yards away from you.
Is it
We
going?
follow it?
Is it going in a certain direction?
Yeah, it looks like it. So if you follow it, the bird will take flight again, and it
Grab
It
our
lands.
gear. Thank the the ferryman, and now we pay the ferryman, so we reached our destination. Sorry, that was just being silly. And follow the raven.
Yeah, okay. So it lands on a rocky outcrop about 50 yards away. You gonna
Head for
follow
the
it to
rock.
there?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so
we
you
all
reach,
will. Yep.
you reach the outcrop, and you arrive at the edge of a deep cleft, like a narrow ravine, filled with dense vegetation. And the raven doesn't fly away this time. It just squawks and flaps its wings.
Look down. Check it out. I can grab my great.
You'll have to make an awareness roll if you want to see what you see
Okay,
when you look down.
I'll make a awareness
Mhm.
roll.
Yeah. What's that? Is that favored?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. So that's success. All right, you succeed. You see the body of a dwarf at the bottom of the ravine,
Wow.
half buried in thick, thorny bushes. Someone has fallen over the edge. Who
I
rolled
got an
that?
enchant with
What
a
was that?
D6
Awareness.
success.
Yeah, very good.
So, great. Do we have a rope?
I guess we do.
Oh, that grappling rope is a useful item. Would have been
Would
useful.
have been useful, yeah. But we didn't take one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can James and Christy just see if there's any kind of vines or anything we can try to make a rope or a big large stick or that we can. You probably need a
Yeah.
rope. Yeah, getting a rope around this dwarf that's at the bottom of the water. It's not going to be easy either. So we
Alright,
probably
you
need to
could-
get like some kind of hook and kind of, how can I say, pierce the dwarf's flesh and drag it out. So we need like a stick with a hook at the end of it.
Great. Stop eyeing off my spears.
That's a great
It
idea.
looks like
James and
you might be able to
Christie's
climb down. You might be
really,
able to
I'm
really.
climb
thinking
down as well.
athletics. I'm thinking athletics to climb down.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of a way I can try and get advantage. Maybe I can use one of the spears wedged in to use it as a tool of getting partway down and then climbing back out.
Okay.
Without
Is there a tree around?
too much
yeah.
trouble.
There's loads
Hang
of
on,
trees. Yeah.
Um,
I'll
Well,
show you actually. There's hang on. There's a little just let me
can I use this spear to get advantage on the athletics?
kill him again.
No,
probably not.
probably not. All right.
It would
Well, I'm
have
gonna
to be
roll.
something more specific to.
Okay.
Where is it? Copy.
How good are
link
you
this
at
now.
climbing? J.R.R?
Look, this is what you see here. I've linked it in the Discord.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I am
But you can-
terrible. I've just ended up down the bottom of the pit. I think
Yeah.
What did you roll? Oh no.
I got a 10, but the problem is I got the Eye of Sauron.
Oh, for sure, you slide on your backside. Do you want to write that? What happens there?
Basically, I grabbed at a bush
Mm-hmm.
and thought, yes, deep roots, it'll hold my weight, and no, it didn't.
It did not.
And down we go. I'm
Yeah,
wearing
you're-
leather armor, and I have
Yeah.
a helm on, so
Yeah. The consequence of that will be getting out. Your next roll will be your next athletics roll will be with disadvantage. With ill-favored, sorry.
ill-favored. Yeah, I get it. And you know what was sad? I rolled hope.
Oh no, that Eye of Sauron. Oh wait, the hunt. We need to increase the hunt thing. Isn't it out? Every Eye of Sauron outside of combat raises the hunt score.
Sounds right.
I think so. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to record that on a character sheet somewhere. The hunt. Where is it? The hunt threshold. 172. So you're in Borderlands, so the hunt threshold is 18. You're not protect. Yeah, the player heroes have gained great renown in the area thanks to some exceptional deed. So you get a -2 to your hunt threshold. Oh no, but I wouldn't. Would it be great renown? I think you're known amongst some of the highborn of Dale.
Right?
Would you
renown?
describe that as like? Can you guys see this hunt modifiers table?
No.
So the hunt on page 172,
172.
it talks about the hunt threshold, and the eye awareness. Just think what you're starting, what your starting hunt threshold would be. The eye awareness. So you've got one or more elves. You've got one or more. Is anybody a high elf?
Belagon might be.
Belagon is a high elf.
Yep.
So the
I
eye
think so.
awareness is 2.
Yep.
Is 2.
And I.
Okay, so you're currently up to 3 because of the eye awareness. Maybe because of that Eye of Sauron roll. And you're gonna
Starting eye
use the
awareness.
weak-
We've got 2. One elf. That's 2. Actually, I thought you were an elf, not a high elf.
Oh, okay, I'm an elf then.
Yeah, I
I'm
think you're
quite
right.
sure. Yep.
I think the
That's
high
elf.
elf.
Belagon, right?
James and
Tend to be
Christy nudge each other and point at Belagon and laugh.
Why? Why are they laughing?
Because he's confused. He doesn't know if he's a high elf or an elf. They're having a good chuckle.
What's the difference anyway?
They're having a good
So-
chuckle at his expense.
That's so funny. What do you say, Andrew? What's the difference?
Yeah. What's the difference?
I'm not sure.
Actually,
An elf-
it says here 1 or more elves 2, 1 or more Dunedain or high. I'm Dunedain. So only hobbits or men 0.
Yeah.
1 or more elves 1. 1 or more elves 2, but 1 or more Dunedain is still only 2. I don't know if they add up.
You add them.
For each favored.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I should climb down to get Edaroth.
A minute. Let me see if I can help get the body out.
Oh,
Okay.
hang on a second. Yeah. So you've climbed down. Have all of you climbed down?
No,
I
think
haven't
I'll
done
pick
any
it up.
climbing rolls. Would you like me to do athletics?
Yeah,
Or-
please, an athletics roll, please.
Just
It's
above
like,
that table, Andalib, it says
yes.
find the starting eye awareness of the company, find its basic score using the table below, apply only the highest applicable entry, then add 1 for each player hero with a rating of Valor at 4 or more. That's nobody. So we've got
Yes.
an eye awareness of 2,
2.
which is either an elf or the Dunedain.
Gotcha.
Then the raise under the shadow, even the most successful exploits can be tainted by fear and self-doubt. Raise the fear by the company 1 point. Whenever a roll is made of a player outside of combat, produces an eye icon. So we're now at 3.
Yeah, you're now at 3, and the threshold is 16 because you're in Borderlands, which is 18, and you've committed a deed of great
No,
renown.
no, Borderland is 18.
Borderland is 18, yeah, but then you got the -2 modifier because of the. I mean, if you guys consider the events of the previous game as
Great
like
renown. Do you think we
great
did?
renown. Well, yeah, like I think that there would have been quite a commotion in Dale.
Alright.
Yeah, like you're definitely known amongst
I
the
would have said
highborn of the
great
city.
renown, but
Yeah,
all
I
right,
know.
that makes it a 16. All right, and we're 3 on the way to 16.
Well, no, you're right though, because I mean, this is where I was like, I mean, I'm happy to discuss that more, because like, would you guys consider it great renown?
I
For
would have
what?
said great.
Would you like to be renowned?
I would have. We're only low level, so we've only
Yeah.
just got
Yeah.
noticed. Having great renown might get us killed.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would have thought that's something like killing Smaug or something.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I-
Great.
I mean,
renown.
Yeah, that worked
Or
for
like
Bard.
returning.
Maybe locally we are known.
Yeah.
We're locally renowned.
Mhm.
Yes. Maybe. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, minor renown. Okay, cool. We'll say it's 18.
Doesn't
That's
really have
cool.
the same ring to it.
No.
We're three down,
Something
15
to work
points
on.
to go. So for the moment, good. I will look over the body while I'm after
Oh,
I
well,
pick
hang on, hang
this
on.
I
hang
haven't
on,
gone
hang
down.
on,
James
hang
and
on,
Christy
hang
haven't
on.
gone
Yeah,
down, by the
Oliver
way.
hasn't rolled yet. So do
Um,
you want
James and Christy are a bit wary. They're gonna stay up high and just keep an
Mhm.
eye. They're actually gonna use their
Okay.
cloak to do stealth roll.
Mm-hmm.
They see a dead body. They kind of just add 2 and 2 together. And they're a little bit wary.
Maybe there's somebody else around.
Yeah, so they're gonna do their bonus die using the dark cloak, and they're gonna do a stealth roll.
Holy, enemy, hell.
That's 24,
that's a
great
good stealth
success.
roll.
So one of those 6s. Need to pull up my document quickly to see what I can
Mhm.
use those 6s for again. It's on the Lawmaster screen.
Yeah, it is.
One
I
moment.
will stand over on the cliff
Yeah.
over the ravine where Edaraf is, and I'll just watch the heavy bush
Okay.
around in the ravine.
Cool. So you're gonna jump into a bush. Cool. All right. Who's going to approach the dwarf? Is moaning.
Oh no, well that's
Oh,
me
it's
then.
alive.
You
Yeah.
said dead. You said dead.
Oh, did I say
it,
dead?
it appeared dead.
Yeah, you
actually.
did. Okay.
Right, you're gonna make me heal him? Oh, I actually have healing.
I've got better healing.
So
Well,
can
you're
I?
not there.
Okay.
Like I said, I get up, I dust myself off, I move over to the body.
Yes.
There is a brief exclamation of panic, and then I will attempt to treat the poor man and see if I can save him.
Well, he looks exhausted. He's bleeding from a superficial cut on the side of his head, and after a few minutes, he regains his composure. And the rescued dwarf is none other than the famed Balin, son of Fundin.
Yeah.
And he says, "Never have I been happier to see your faces. We were heading for Lake Town, me, my squire, and a bodyguard. They ambushed us on the road, 12 ruffians, men, all of them. Store, the bodyguard, was the first to fall, pierced by a spear. My squire charged to engage them, urging me to escape. I fled, but they shot arrows at me. Many darts hit their mark, but I have a thicker skin than most dwarves." And he chuckles, and he opens his tunic to reveal a shiny corselet of close-set silver rings. "When I fell over the cliff edge, they must have thought that I was dead."
Yes, we
Well, Escarat, wrong one. Edarath, Warg Slayer at your service, sir. We are patroned by King Bard, who did. Actually, I think we heard rumors that you were into the south, so we have come seeking you. We found a scabbard that is that used to cover a Nazgul's weapon.
Wait, sorry, say that again, please.
We found a scabbard that was used
Yes.
to house a Nazgul's weapon.
Oh, and he looks really concerned.
Yes, it is corrupt, and we have it,
Yeah.
and we're trying to find ways to cleanse it.
And he
At the
shares his
moment-
concern about the rising shadow in Wilderland.
Well, we took care of what little shadow we found in Dale, which was this Clovis, and I can tell you his story later. But perhaps we might try and get you out of here.
So James, can I just say James and Christy come bursting out of the bush? If I need to roll athletics to come down, but they are massive fans of Balin.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
They
jump out.
Absolutely love. Must I roll athletics to come down?
Yeah. Roll athletics. Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Ta-da! Oh, nearly.
Failure.
A...
So
narrate that.
they get so excited they lift the cloak because they're just like they had a great success in hiding themselves. So they probably give Balin nearly a heart attack, and they come plummeting down, and they probably fall on top of him. They absolutely
To
fail. That.
catch the halflings, or at least ease their fall, or preferably not have them injure Balin further by covering him with my body if I have to.
That's so
Dude,
funny.
what's the negative consequences of me failing that roll? Do I lose some endurance?
Um,
I'm happy to do that.
no. Well, Balin broke your fall, so it's just going to be a little bit harder to. He's quite soft. He's actually quite a good landing mat, but
So James and Chris are just like dusting him off like nothing happened, and they just go right back into their heightened states of like
While
excitement.
they're cleaning
yeah,
themselves
they're
up,
fine. Balin will be harder to heal.
while they're cleaning themselves up, I will introduce James and Christy to Balin.
And they are so giddy. They've heard a lot about Balin from Bulbo's tales.
Can we attempt to get ourselves out of here in one piece, please?
Can I get a rope around a tree,
Yeah.
DM,
Yeah.
and just throw the rope down?
We didn't have a rope.
Do you have a rope?
Yeah. Oh well, we bought supplies at Dale.
You would have to declare that as a useful item prior.
We have to declare it. Okay.
So your useful item was
Don't have one.
guitarra.
I wonder if it's.
Gertie.
I wonder how it works compared to D&D.
Yeah, you have to
D&D,
declare it. You have
we-
to declare it.
You have to declare it, right?
Yeah.
Equipment
Yeah,
and
you can
gear.
climb down, but if you want to have more successful
Yeah,
farm,
you're
you
right.
gotta
Because that was a
declare
really big thing for Sam in the Lord of the Rings, wasn't
Yeah,
it? He
yeah,
was
yeah.
always
Elven rope.
he always wanted rope, yeah, and then he had to leave the rope on the hill, and then it came down by itself.
Yeah, he tugged it, and suddenly the knot untied, and it coiled itself up. No, that was
Yeah.
that was a special item.
That was a special item. That was from Rivendell
No, not
or
really. It was
Lothlorien.
from Galarian.
Lothlorien.
Galadriel.
Galadriel, when they got out of the mines of Moria, they got into
Oh.
her realm, and she gives him the rope.
Oh, she gives him the rope. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's her.
I thought she gave him.
She gave Frodo the vial, I think. With
Yeah,
the-
you might be
the-
right.
Frodo
Cool.
got the light,
the light.
Yeah, light of
but
it in.
Sam, I think, got the rope.
and the dust from the dirt from her garden.
Just write my we'll have to next time we'll get some rope.
Yeah, that's cool. You want to make an athletics check as well? Do you want to come down?
Okay. Yep. Are we climbing out of here or are we
Pulling out of the way of any potential landing site.
yes. Okay. Athletics goes.
Bam. 17. Great success.
Yep.
Here, come in.
Oh, I've got mastery if you're wondering about the extra dice.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can treat the Balin's wounds.
Yep. It's a failure.
Oh. Can I aid him and add a d6? Or is that too late?
So what was Belagon rolling for? That was for healing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you can roll. Yeah, you can roll again, but it's ill-favored because James and Christy have bounced on ballot.
I tried to stop them. I did try
You
to.
tried. I
catch
did.
them.
That's all right.
Okay.
You might still get it. It's better than no roll.
Do you want to roll this, Mike?
Yeah, Edorath. Does Edorath want to roll for that? The medicine check?
I'm making a roll at this point. What? And am I just rolling healing?
Yeah, healing ill-favored.
Well, oh, that's going to be nasty. You've got 2 dice. I don't.
Okay. So want me to?
Yeah.
You can roll again, Belagon, if you want, but it'll be ill-favored.
Yeah, but he still at least has 2 dice.
Yeah, 3, I think, huh?
Ill-favored means there's a penalty dice, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'll try to-
you roll 2d12.
You there, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm
You
here.
wanna roll it? How do you go with that?
Might work. Yeah.
So it'll be with the 6. Oh, we still make it. Oh,
He
no,
makes
he's
it.
still on.
He makes it.
No, he doesn't because it's ill-favored. It'll be.
No, I've taken a die out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He did
Oh,
too.
I spent Yule looking after sick people in the hospice in Dale.
Oh no, because you could roll 3. Oh well, actually, either way you'll make it because then it'll be 6, 3, 6, at least a 1, which will take it up to.
17 up to.
Yeah, it'll be minimum of 16. Yeah, so that actually is just a success.
Well, while you guys are busy, that James and Christy still busy trying to siphon information out of Barton of all his adventures and his travels.
James
Well,
and Christy, let's focus on getting
he's
out of the
been-
crevice.
Well, first
They don't even
says-
hear you. They are just on cloud 9 right now. Balin is their
Yeah.
favorite dwarf.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? You guys gonna take him out of the ravine?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll say that you make it out of the ravine with like maybe a little bit of difficulty, but it's not too bad. Balin is healed. He's very grateful to be
He
bandaged.
didn't drop anything down here while he was down here.
No, he didn't. But he's really keen to retrace his steps. And he leads the place.
We
he
saw
leads-
a boat traveling the other direction that no one hailed us.
Yeah, that's right. He leads you to the place where the fight with the ruffians took place. There's no bodies in the ground, so it's easy to assume that the assailants have dragged them away. You could either roll for explore or hunting now if you wanted to check for tracks.
For hunting.
Who needs to do that?
I think you're good at this, J.R.R.
I am. That's actually. Oh, you horrible, horrible thing! I should have put it. I don't want to use up my hope, so I'll. I got a 6, but I didn't make the DC. I missed it
Well,
by
the only
2.
thing that you can see, is, you see like you can't find any tracks, but you can see on the shore where it looks like there's some deep grooves on the riverside, right? So like you can deduce that there was a boat there, that was dragged on dry land like very recently, and it looks like that groove looks like it could have come from the skiff that you passed on the way in. It was going away from you.
To say so, yeah.
It was going in the opposite direction towards you.
We now need to start hiking up the river.
Where does Balin want to go? Lake Town or Dale?
Well, he was headed for Lake Town, but at the moment his friends are possibly on the barge heading back to Dale.
Okay, so we're going back to Dale, are we?
It's up to you.
So,
Right, well,
James
Balin-
and Christy, can we speak to Balin and sort of migrate our conversation from trying to siphon information about his travels, which he's probably reluctant to do right now, into
He's very reluctant.
more
Yeah.
useful conversation about sort of how they can assist and aid him. And they just keep shaking his hand the whole time, like they pleased to meet him. So James is
quite-
shaking the one hand and Christy's shaking the other. I think she's even sort of like stroking his hair and his beard.
Can she reach?
He's not that much taller than
Bloody-
her. He's a dwarf.
No, he's not. They're both the same size. That's so funny. Yeah, he's quite enamored. What's the word? No, he finds them endearing. He finds them quite. Yeah. He finds them quite endearing. I think he was the nice dwarf, wasn't he?
He was.
like the really,
He was.
he
That's
was
why
the
they
really
like
like
him.
grandfatherly dwarf.
That's why they like
He seemed
him.
like a nice man.
They're so excited. It's like literally.
Yeah.
It's like for them, like a Justin Bieber moment.
An old hairy Justin Bieber. So funny.
So they want to know how they can assist him, how they can help.
Well,
Other than stroking
he
his beard
says-
and just start picking little leaves and sticks out of his hair, and they're just grooming him like two little monkeys.
Okay, yeah, I mean he's quite. He says that he'd like to accompany. He'd like to accompany you, and he'll forego his trip to Escaroth.
We follow that barge that was going north.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna go try to find the rest of his party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or find the bandits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll have to travel back. The way they came. Like it's not actually that far. Like there's no ferries going past at the moment. Like you might be able to hail down a ferry at some point if you travelled on land like on the road next to the lake.
Well, that's what we're going to do is just start heading north. Assuming Balin's up to it. The
Yeah.
treatment was good.
Yeah, he's quite sad. Obviously, he's like expressing a lot of sorrow to you about he's gonna have to pass on word of the deaths of his traveling companions.
Assuming they're
and-
both dead, they may have been taken alive.
Oh no, he saw one of them get pierced by a spear, and I think the other one got shot by arrows.
Alright.
Possibly. Yeah, I
Can
mean,
I ask? Yeah, can I ask Balin if if the bandits took anything from him?
did they take anything from him? Let me try.
How were you traveling south, by the way? By barge or by foot?
By foot.
Right.
He says they took our pony. Yeah, he was
But-
traveling off the road.
Because the interesting thing is we didn't find a body. Either of them.
No.
No, that's right. I think it mentioned that somewhere as well. Yeah, there were no bodies left on the ground, and it was easy to assume that the assailants must have dragged them away.
Yep.
And they were men, right? Right.
Yeah, I think one was a bodyguard. And a squire. Yeah. I think they were men. Doesn't specify. Yeah, they were men. Hand on forehead. Yeah. So he's grumbling about he's going to complain to King Bard about the safety of his roads.
Yep.
So he asks you now instead. He asks you about what are your recent doings. How do you feel about the current events in Dale and Wilderland at large? And he's really interested to hear stories of your past deeds. Tell me, what have adventurers like yourselves been getting
Well,
up to in these parts?
Killed some orcs that raided the inn,
Mhm.
and then we rescued the innkeeper and the people that were taken from the inn.
Yeah.
We then found that there was a group stealing items, including a magical needle, in Dale, and we managed to retrieve the needle. And
James and Christy rudely interrupt and just take that black scabbard and unwrap it and kind of like put it right in his face. And said, "And we acquired this," and they're so proud of themselves. But it's obviously this corrupted scabbard. It's not what you want to shove in Barlin's face, but it's what they do.
He's very interested in all those things, actually. What could we roll for that? This is a chance to impress Balin. Like, he's really taking a keen interest in you and your party as he's
persuade.
smoking his pipe and he's listening intently and he's really keen and eager to hear more about your stories.
What is that roll when you're trying to awe? That's the one.
Yeah, you can
Or-
use
or
awe or
persuade.
or courtesy or song. Those are all
It's
the
probably-
skills you could. If you
yeah,
wanted
we
to
try to make an impression, then it would be awe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I would
or-
say
or
James and
persuade.
Christy do a quick awe roll. So it's target number
Yeah.
17. There we go.
Oh, that was so nearly.
They are failing at trying to impress their
He's not
They're
impressed by waving. What's the phrase? Like corrupted items, corrupted.
and they're like touching his hand. They're grabbing his
Look at
wrist. And they're like trying to make him
Look
touch
at
it.
it.
They're trying to make him touch it. Like just touch it. It's
Touch
real.
it, touch it.
It's
No one
magical.
touches it. Put it away.
Yeah, no, he's not impressed. He's like, he kind of winces and shudders. He's like, oh. He feels it. He can feel the. I mean, he's quite wise. He's quite old for a dwarf as well. He can feel like the tainted darkness in the scabbard.
So is there any negative effect from that roll, apart from him not being impressed?
Not at this stage. Possibly there might be down the track.
Okay.
There will be, but nothing obvious just yet.
Maybe he'll try
any
to
other rolls
murder
you
us
guys
in our
wanna make?
sleep for that scabbard because secretly he wants it.
Yeah,
You could
just
roll
one.
song, courtesy, or persuade still.
Well, can I try courtesy?
Go for it.
Bam, that's a lot of dice. Oh no!
Step by one.
I missed it by one. I should have put that hope point in.
It's such a familiar
done.
feeling, regretting not spending hope.
I know. That should have a name. What's the feeling of regret when you don't spend hope?
Hope regret.
Okay.
Buyer's
I
remorse.
Buyer's
I've missed
remorse.
it by 1 point. Hang on. I have a thought. I have a special ability
Mhm.
that lets me boost my courtesy in this situation. I think it's. Hang on, I have to look at the actual character sheet. It's in there.
I'll check it for you.
Well, James and Christy will kind of like start whispering at you guys while you're figuring it out, saying, "Should we tell him about the treasure?" I think he'll like that.
Oh, about the treasure, yeah, for sure. Is it folklore?
Of men. Hang on.
It's not. Is it swift? No. The true-hearted.
Folklore.
Yeah, folklore, huh?
I think it's the folklore.
Yeah, go on. We'll give you like a +1d to the roll, which.
Well,
did you miss
one
the
is all I
one?
need to make it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll say that that's just a
worked.
pass barely. Now, Belagon, would you like to sing a song to recount your tales?
Yep. Okay.
Oh, is that the word recount? No, it's a retell.
Re-sing. Here it goes.
Yeah, bust out that hurdy-gurdy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you blast it. That's great. So yeah, 16. Any success? Just a normal success. Okay.
Actually, that's a
Alright.
thought. Is it worth me rolling the d6 to see if I get a 6?
Oh yeah, possibly. Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so I will roll something with a. Here we go. Scan has a single d6. No, I got. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Oh, that's just not fair. No, I got another 5. So I would have gotten like a 19 before, which is cool. So I made the courtesy quite well, but I didn't get any additional success that could have covered James and Christy.
Cool. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. Noted. I'm gonna have to make a secret channel. I might keep my notes actually in the Discord this time. Yeah, I'll do that later.
Just create a private channel, yeah.
Yeah, I'll create a private channel and just make all my notes there. All right, cool. Well, by this time, you have. So he's really interested, and you kind of get the vibe that he wasn't just interested in your story. He was kind of. You felt like he might be sizing you up a little bit, just assessing your, like what's your worth, what are your motives, are you trustworthy, how competent are you?
2 of us fell down the crevice.
Yeah,
Did get
maybe-
him out though.
Well, competence might be a bit average, but like the trustworthiness is definitely there. Definitely A for effort. So you arrive back at the Trader's Gate that you you might recall from before, and the old dwarf, he kind of bids you farewell and takes his leave. And as he's leaving, he gives you a wink, and says, "You might hear disturbing news soon enough. Seek out my friend Thrun at the toy market once you do."
So is he departing from us?
Yeah, he just wanted an escort back to Dale.
But so we were following the tracks, and did the tracks lead to Dale as well?
No, so the tracks were just so you couldn't see the tracks. You could just see that the boat was
Okay.
Drifting
like
north.
the boat was moored, yeah, like close to where the attack happened. So like you find him in the ravine. He takes you back onto the road. He shows you where he was attacked on the road. And then you look for tracks, but you can't find the tracks. But you can see that like a boat had been moored. Or was it moored, or it's been like taken on land, and then been pushed back into the river. And there was
the
a
boat after
boat
that,
that you
didn't it?
passed. Yeah, then
Yep.
you passed the boat on your way down that was going up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was going north.
Yeah, it was going
Yes, we
north
went
while you
south.
guys were going south. Yeah.
So James and Christy are tempted just to hang out with Barlin for a bit. Like this is a big deal for them.
Well, he might be
yeah.
heading into areas we can't go.
So they're gonna.
Yes.
Can they chat to him to find out where he's going? So they're
for-
kind of
for-
like, if is he in Dale now? Has he gone to Dale?
Well, you guys are at the Trader's Gate, but right now, all he's doing is he kind of shakes his head and mutters, saying, "Oh, just I have some old dwarvish business to attend to," and he gives them a bit of like a pat and a wink, and like
So
he
they'll-
kind of gives
they'll-
the vibe that he'll be seeing them again soon.
Yeah, they're gonna stand, just stop walking, and they're gonna just stare at him with like these, like abandoned eyes.
Come on,
He- And as he's walking away, he turns around and he flicks them a little. It's like it's not a monetary coin. It's almost like a little medallion or something that he would been like playing with in his pocket, like a little.
Can I
trinket.
make a request?
Yeah.
Can that be a coin from Smog's Hoard?
Oh yeah,
no, that
yeah,
would
yeah.
be corrupt.
Oh, that
Um,
doesn't affect them.
Oh, yes, it does.
What? We managed to shake off the sheets corruption.
Oliver wants them shadow points.
You got
But
lucky.
but a lot of the gold that they retrieved, like after the Battle of Five Armies, that was the gold. It wasn't.
Okay,
Thank you.
Edoras suspects that two halflings is not listened to what he said and said, when there's a commotion, go to the toy stall,
Toy market.
toy market.
Run at the toy market when you do.
On at the markets, yeah. We can buy some rope. The markets.
Yeah. You've got all of 2 silver, I've got all of 2 silver, and the halflings have 32 silver. Whether we can afford the rope's another thing altogether.
Okay, well, we'll try to buy them. Yep. How much does a 50-foot of rope cost around here, anyway?
I don't think you need to. You'll be able to afford it. I think with treasure rating, there's no like.
No
It's more
deducting.
abstract.
Yeah, there's no
It's more
Yeah,
deduction.
abstract. You just, if you have the money, you can afford it. But I'm just trying to remember where the prices are. I don't
Oh,
think there
rope,
are
rope is a
actual prices.
mundane item. You should be able to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it won't be like a special item.
I think the grappling hook and the rope is a useful item.
Yeah.
But this rope by itself, it would be. I don't know. In D&D, you have your rope in your explorer pack or
Well, see,
something.
it-
Yeah, but
it
none of us
actually
actually
lists
started with that.
equipment. Doesn't have equipment. Gosh, what would that be under items? Items of superior work. What about normal items? I'm actually not sure where I'd find that. What would that be under? I think a lot of this stuff is abstracted. Like it doesn't. You don't need to buy stuff. You just say if you.
Yeah,
can
yeah.
afford it or
That's exactly it. Like you just look at your standard of living,
Yep.
and if you could generally afford it, that's it. You've
Yeah, but
acquired
what
the
about
item.
like?
But now, just remember that item will be a useful item. So
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I think you kind of need the use to have it as a useful item.
Well,
I
the
think
thing
you're
is, we
right.
can only have 4 items between us.
Yeah, so you have to choose carefully.
Well, I went with something that I thought worked with the character.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
So did I.
Yeah, actually, put it just type in the in-game chat what all your items are.
Okay.
Well, I haven't got it on the character sheet, but where is
Yeah,
it?
just so because we can weave it into the game a little bit then as well.
Yeah.
Guys, it's 25 past 10.
yeah,
Yep.
Probably a good point to call it for a night
cool, man.
and pick up where we left off. It's actually a
So I
really
take
good.
it we're not actually going to get to go to the Iron Kingdoms yet.
Oh, yeah.
No. You definitely can do. It just seems like a little bit more, not urgent but pressing.
Yeah. All right.
Like
So
it seems more immediate.
Yep.
The option to go to the Iron Hills is always going to be there. Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
Where was
guys.
Balin going to anyway?
He was
Oh, he
going
doesn't-
to
he doesn't-
Esgaroth.
He
Esgaroth?
doesn't, well, he was going to Esgaroth, but he doesn't.
On business.
Old dwarvish business, he says,
Yes.
shaking his head.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for a great game.
Thanks for running the game, man.
Sorry.
Thanks for running the game. Thanks.
You're welcome.
See you Sunday, Mike.
Crap. No, you won't.
Okay, I'm gonna jump, guys. Catch you around.
I'm
Ciao.
going
Yep.
to.
See you guys. Take it easy. Have a good night.